Hey everybody, my name is Allison Hepworth. The question I'm going to be answering today is what is the role of school in society? The reason I picked this question was because of the reading we did um, about if we're really truly awake, if we're morally awake, and if we understand what we're doing. And so the three questions I want to talk about today are how can I help students recognize the potential of what is being taught? How can I create a more engaging learning environment? And what is the goal of the schooling system? So starting with that first question, how can I help students recognize the potential of what's being taught? I thought about myself as a student in junior high and high school, and I was really good at memorizing facts for the test and to just spit back whatever my teacher told me to say. And I realized that that is not the way to learn. That's not how you learn to apply things. That's how you forget things. And that's a problem. And so I want to make sure I can know how to teach my students and help them realize that it's more than just a fact to be learned, but something that can help them in their life. And I think first that I have to recognize that this information that I'm giving them is important and that it will benefit their life. That's one question that I'm still really working on finding a good answer to. But moving on to the second question, how can I create a more engaging learning environment? I think everyone becomes engaged when they realize that the person instructing them genuinely cares about them. And when we focus on the needs of the students and what they need and what will help them the most and be successful, that's when they become more engaged. I think challenging them and getting them to a place where they have to think for themselves, that is when it becomes engaging. And the third question is, what is the goal of the schooling system? And this is one I had to think a lot about because it's an obvious answer, but it's a lot deeper than I think I realized beforehand. And one of the comments on my post from this last week said that we're there to teach them accountability and how to teach them how to be independent. And I think that that's something I hadn't thought about before. We need to teach students how to be accountable for their decisions and their actions. And that shows both through the grading system and through what they take out of the class. And we need to teach them to be that they can do things on their own and that they need to think for themselves and learn the information for themselves and that it's not our responsibility. And so the reason I picked all these questions is because I firmly believe that the education system is here for the students, obviously, and that we as future educators need to understand that and recognize that the students are more important than anything we have to teach them. And so that's why we're teaching them, if that makes any sense. I think we need to remember to love them and show them a way to go that will be most beneficial to them. And so it was really good to think about these questions and to study that for the past few weeks. Thanks.